Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson in this Tricentis test automation playlist. In this particular session, we are going to talk about how we can create or run a playlist in Tricentis test automation. Now, what is a playlist? Playlist is a collection of multiple test cases which you can run at the same time. Now, if you have worked with Tosca, then you can relate it to an execution list where we can have a collection of different test cases and then we can run them in parallel or sequentially. The same thing we can do in Tricentis test automation, but it is known as playlist where we can run multiple test cases at the same time. Okay, so let's see how we can create a playlist and how we can run it. So in your home screen, there is a tab which is called the playlist. And once you click on this, it will show you all the playlists which are created in your Tricentis test automation, right? If not, then it will ask you whether you want to create a playlist. As you can see in the description, you can run multiple test cases at the same time. And then you can also explore some sample playlists which are already created. Okay. Let's click on maybe later and then I'm going to click on create playlist. Okay. Now the first thing which we can do is we can give this playlist a name. Okay. So maybe I can call it regression. So I can have multiple playlists depending on the type of releases or the type of applications I'm testing, or different teams can have different playlists. So there are lots of different variations, right? So I'm going to call this regression, and then I'm going to add some test cases inside this playlist, right? And I can do that using this test cases section. There is a plus sign here, which I can click. Then it will show me all the test cases which have been created already, and then which ones I want to add. Okay, so I can add both my test cases right here. You can see you can add as many as you want. You can even filter based on some filter criteria. You want to search your test case which you want to add, and then click on confirm to add the test cases to your playlist, right? Okay. Now the next option which is available while you are creating your playlist is whether you want to run them in parallel or in sequential. Okay. Now, if I choose sequential, then this all these test cases will be run sequentially, one after another. Now, if you want to run them in parallel, then you need to select parallel. But for that case, you need to have multiple agents to run your test cases in parallel across different agents. And it won't be in a specific order. Okay, so it can run one test case first and the other test case anytime later, right? But if you want to run them on the same machine or the same agent, then you need to choose sequential here. Okay. You can also change the order of the test case by just dragging and dropping here, as you can see. Okay. Some of the other options which are available here are parameter override, agent characteristics, and details, right? So we'll talk about parameter override later on. So this is basically overriding the parameter value when you are running your test cases inside a playlist. And agent characteristics is when you have multiple agents, then you can run your playlist depending on specific agent characteristics so that it runs it on specific agents, right? So we'll discuss all this later on. But right now, this is how you can create a playlist. Then you can add multiple test cases to that to make it a playlist. And then you can save this playlist here. Okay. Once you save the playlist, then the run option will be enabled. Okay. And you can see there is only one option right now because we are running it sequential, and then we want to run it privately in our own agent, right? So let's run this. And once you click on that, you can see here that a private run will use your private local agent and the results will only be available to you. Okay, so these are the test cases which it will run, and then these are the details. You can also enter description, tags, characteristics when you are creating your playlist. Okay, so it will be displayed here. Okay, then we can start the run now. And now it is going to sequentially execute all the test cases which are part of this playlist. As you can see, it has started the execution of the first test case, where it is going to open this website and then logging with the username and password. And then after completing this, it is going to move on to the next test case. So it will be executing the test cases in sequence in this particular playlist. So once the test is completed, now we can go to the runs tab, and there we'll find all the results. So we can go to our playlist, which is this, and then you will see that it will show the status. You can individually check the logs for each of the test case as well. Okay, so I can go to the first test case and I can check the logs, and then go to the second test case and I can check the logs. So this will be a single playlist, as you can see here. Okay, so this is how you can build your own playlist, which contains a number of different test cases. It could be executed in sequence or it could be executed in parallel, depending on your agent setup. That's all for this particular video. If you have any questions, then please leave it in the comments. If you like this video, then please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.